Arena in Bentonville, Arkansas. This is Hoophall South, presented by Walmart. Final game of this showcase invitational. The host team, Bentonville, taking on Coronado out of Henderson, Nevada. Blair Cartwright, Derek Ruskin with you, as Bentonville coming off a hard luck loss last night to their arch rival, Bentonville West, on this very floor. 49-46. Both teams coming in off losses. Coronado got kind of run out of the gym yesterday by Moravian Prep, 75-50. What do you expect in this one, Derek?
I think we'll see more of a polished performance. Coronado kind of sloppy, particularly in that first half. They started to find some of their footing later on in the game. And for Bentonville, emotionally, how do they bounce back after that tough game last night? They don't like to lose here. They especially don't like to lose here to Bentonville West.
Yeah.
So how will they respond is going to be interesting to see as well.
See what happens. Somebody trying to avoid going 0-2 here at Hoophall. It has been a phenomenal 3 days of basketball, and this will wrap it up. We thank our crew, Jimmy Smith, running the controls. It has been a lot of fun. We hope you've enjoyed it as much as we have. As we have some final announcements before we get the introduction of the starting lineups.
Well, this is turned into a must-see event.
Yes.
In just, in this one calendar year, it's been hosted twice, and I think it'll be around for a while.
We get the starting lineups now being announced. Blake Sullivan, Corey Connor, Lance Stevenson, Josiah Cunningham, I would assume, will be next, and he is. Josiah Cunningham. And then T. Bartlett, the big 6'11" sophomore. And that is your starting five for Coronado. Sullivan, Stevenson, Connor, Cunningham, Bartlett. Now for the host team, the Bentonville Tigers. Not every day you play two straight on your home floor.
Oh.
Aiden Waller, number 1, a 6'3" senior. Number 3, Jalen Lee, he is a 6'3" senior as well. The big man in the middle, number 4, Caden Miller, 6'9" junior. Rounding out the starting five, Javen Williams, a 6'3" sophomore, and the final Tiger to be introduced, Owen Dearman, who is a 6'4" junior, wears number 24. So it will be Waller, Lee, Miller, Williams, and Dearman. Jeff Kaufman, the head coach of Coronado. Dick Rippey, the head coach of the Bentonville Tigers.
Well, let's see how this early portion of this game plays out. Coronado trying to be a little sharper from the start. And Bentonville they were very sharp at the start of last night's game, scoring, the first 7 or 8 unanswered against Bentonville West.
Moravian really dictated the pace yesterday, so we're not really sure what kind of pace Coronado would like. The Tigers would like to get up and down, and Coronado controls the opening tip as Cunningham brings it across. Tigers in a man-to-man. The big man turns and drains a long shot. Bartlett. And we are underway. Coronado in a man-to-man. Lee inside to Miller. That was knocked away by Bartlett. Coming the other way, Cunningham tried to leave inside. Bartlett goes up and an easy deuce, and it's 4-0.
Coronado very sharp here at the start of this one.
Much better start than last night. Dearman thought about the three, now kicks it out to Lee. Waller needs help. The Cougars force another turnover. Stevenson kicks it out on the wing, but Cunningham couldn't quite corral it.
Just a little bit off with that pass. It's the right idea.
Williams will inbound. Some pressure as Sullivan takes lead, brings it up across the timeline. 35-second shot clock. That really hasn't been much of a factor this weekend. Miller knocked away. Bartlett. That'll be Bentonville basketball.
Bartlett is a very active presence inside at both ends here. He's going to be tough to match up with, it looks like, throughout this one.
Yeah, it's got the girth advantage over Miller. Miller didn't get a lot of touches last night. Dearman kicks it back up top.
I'd like to see Dearman get it going from long range in this game.
That'll be a key. Cougars with the turnover. Cunningham, the flush. And a great start for Coronado, up 6-0.
This is the total opposite of what we saw from both these teams yesterday.
Yes. Bentonville got off to a huge lead over West. And a moving screen. And that's going to go on Williams, his first. And it's just not going well for the Tigers. Need a basket to get settled down. Cougars looking to continue that lead. Bartlett, nice move, couldn't finish. Miller with the rebound.
He threatened to shoot that from outside.
Williams had it tipped away by Bartlett. Miller, and one opportunity.
Great finish by Caden Miller. Kind of twisting his body to contort to get it up there and give himself a chance.
Big man with a nice athletic move. Got the free throw. So he's got all three of Bentonville's points, 6-3 ball game. Bartlett drives a little hard off the window, and I think they're going to get Stevenson for the foul.
Foul charge number 5, Lance Stevenson. That's his first personal foul. Checking in the game for Coronado, number 11.
Coronado going to pick him up full court here.
And Corey Connor checking in. Low pressure. Miller over to Dearman. Waller, baseline, reverse, no good. Miller tried to dunk it, got tipped away by Brooks, and here come the Cougars. Cunningham misses a three. Williams trying to beat everybody down the floor, and a tough foul on Sullivan.
Looked like he wanted to dunk that. Might have been better served to kind of lay it in.
Yeah. Wanted to dunk and then maybe realized he wasn't going to be able to, and got bailed out by the contact. Javen Williams, the 6'3" sophomore at the line. Bentonville jumped out to a 10-0 lead last night before West made their triumphant comeback. Knocks them both down. Free throw shooting a bit of an issue last night for the Tigers. Bartlett inside. Cunningham, tough shot. Wouldn't go.
Good closeout by Lee.
Now Lee brings it down. He wants to go in the lane. A nice kick out. Williams bumps into Cunningham. Let's say it was off Cunningham. Dearman. A little floater, that missed everything, but he gets his own rebound. Miller knocked away momentarily. And
what do you call?
I don't know.
A kick?
I guess. 31 on the 31 on the shot clock.
Must have been a kick.
Yeah. Okay.
I didn't see a kick. But
I didn't either. And there's a foul as Lee drives in. A little 1-on-3 move. Who's this going to be on? We'll give it to Connor.
It's non-shooting. Baseline out of bounds here for the Tigers.
Fresh shot clock, 4:21 to go. First quarter. Need to get it in. They do to Lee for 3. Off the mark, Bartlett with the rebound. He's had a nice start to this game.
Bartlett is impacting at both ends here for Coronado.
Sullivan setting it up top. Connor. Bartlett wants it down low. He's got position on Miller. They couldn't get it to him. Connor to the wing. Ooh, almost drug the pivot foot. Cunningham wants a screen. Now doesn't need it. 2 on the shot clock. Oh, we've got stepped on the baseline. Okay, I thought for a moment he might have had a foul. Now they weren't aware the shot clock was winding down.
It was going to be a turnover either way. He stepped out of bounds or it was about to be a shot clock violation.
So Bentonville a chance to take the lead for the first time on this possession. Oh, that was not a good pass from Collins to Lee as Sullivan knocked it off of Lee out of bounds.
And that is something we're seeing more and more where teams think they can take the inbound for granted and there's always one player back there to cause some trouble, and it was Sullivan that time.
Yeah. They struggle to get it in. Now they do. Bartlett down low, backing down Miller. Gets him in the air, goes up. Nice job by Bartlett. Count it.
He used every post move there is. And the big guy with the finish. And a chance for a three-point play for Coronado. What a quarter he has had so far.
Yeah, 6 of the 8 points for the Cougars. Miller's first. And a nice touch at the line for the sophomore. He's got 7. He'll come out. And Stevenson will check in.
Coronado picking him up full court again.
Yeah, here comes that pressure. Can the Tigers solve it? Dangerous pass. Cunningham had it, knocked away by Lee. A lot of contact. Waller has to reverse, misses because of the threat inside of the defense. Cunningham to the rack. Off the window, no good. Rebound, battled for. Cougars have it. Now we're going to have a tie-up as Waller and Connor. A jump ball. Wilhelm's going to check in for Bentonville.
It'll be Tiger ball on the alternating possession here. And Coronado looks like they're going to have that press again. Coach Rippey imploring his team how to solve this thing, how to beat it.
Yep. Got to make a little better passes as Miller takes a break with Wilhelm coming in. They get it into Lee. Cunningham gives him a couple steps. Lee trying to find his way in the middle off the glass. That was short. Rebound controlled by Brooks. Coronado doing a nice job on the glass. With a 4-point lead in the basketball. Just under 3 minutes to go, opening quarter. Cunningham wants to drive. Oh, looked like a tie-up momentarily. Loose ball, and they're going to say it was off of the Cougars. Everybody's trying to drive the paint. There's just not a lot of opening there.
Yeah.
Williams will come back in, and now Lee steps out. So the question for the Tigers is who's going to score?
Coronado right now has Bartlett on the bench. Maybe Bentonville can take advantage without him on the floor right now for the Cougars.
Yep, Waller had a nice game last night, 10 points. Tried to go baseline, nobody there. They give it back out to Williams. He wants to drive, kick out, and traveled. Dowda was open on the wing, but he drugged the pivot foot, and Mr. Bartlett's going to check back in.
So a quick break for Bartlett. Right back out there.
Simmons checks in as well, and he'll bring the ball across. 2:20 to go. Quarter number one, 9-5. Coronado in front. Cunningham. Connor just kind of working it around the perimeter, being patient. Stevenson from the free throw line. That's a brick. Waller with the rebound. And look at the hustle by Cunningham. Knocked it loose, couldn't corral it. It's going to be Tiger basketball, but man, they have got to be aware because the Cougars are acting like they're going to take off and then they come back.
You've got to have purpose with every single pass if you're Bentonville, because Coronado, you can't take anything for granted against them.
Yeah. Simmons almost got the steal there, and a perfect example right there. Kind of lackadaisical pass and almost resulted in they got the foul, but that was almost just as easily could have been a turnover. And again, struggling to get it in. Collins facing the pressure, gets it to Wilhelm. He's got Waller. Oh, he couldn't take advantage. The pass was behind him. Williams a little floater, no good. Dowda jumps in, tie up with Bartlett. Cougar basketball. The Cougars have definitely been the more aggressive team.
Absolutely. Sometimes it feels like there's about 8 Cougar players out there right now. They are so active on that defensive end.
Cunningham thought about it. Gets it back. He wants to go baseline on Williams. Turn, spin, won't go. Follow. Bartlett didn't get it to go. Rebound controlled by Waller. I don't know how that stayed out. Collins will bring it down now. Screen by Wilhelm. Some contact. Dowda wants to go to the rack with the left hand, but it's going to be on the floor. Don't count the shot.
A nice drive by Dowda.
Well, Bartlett picks up his first foul. Second. No, 16th foul on Coronado.
Yep.
Wow, so the Tigers are could well be in the bonus before this quarter ends.
Nobody has scored in a while, Blair.
Yeah, it's been a little bit challenging offensively as the Tigers turn it over. Bartlett wants it down low, frustrated he didn't get it. Got to feed the big man. Working around. In the corner, there's a three. Stevenson drains the tub.
Breaks the seal. Three-pointer from Stevenson. Nicely done.
7-point game. Tigers got to find some offense. Wow, look at Bartlett, the big man, with the steal, and then Dowda with the reach.
How many guys his size are athletic enough to get a steal near mid-court?
Yeah, and he's a sophomore.
Yeah. I mean, usually, you know, you're trailing the play, you're kind of just getting back, but he is all over the place.
Floater, too hard. Miller back in, gets the rebound. Needs some help, and Bartlett almost got another steal.
Goodness gracious.
Man, he's everywhere. Remember that name. T. Bartlett. Shot clock's off. 5 seconds. Tigers struggling to find a good look. Oh, and they get bailed out. Who's it going to be on? Bartlett. Ooh. That's number 2. Ooh. That's a little bit of an issue now for Coronado. How aggressive does Jeff Kaufman want to be with this big man?
And now it's a 1-and-1 for Bentonville the rest of the half.
they've got to knock down free throws. Left a lot of points at the line with misses last night as Williams knocks that one down. Coronado is controlled, but the Tigers have managed to hang around. Knocks them both down. Williams, all 3 points from the line. 5-point game. If it goes, no, and that's the end of quarter number 1. Not the greatest show of offensive basketball, but entertaining nonetheless.
A lot of defense, particularly for the team in red in that first 8 minutes.
All right, we'll take a break and return. This is the Hoophall South, presented by Walmart. Tiger Arena, Bentonville, Arkansas, Hoophall South, presented by Walmart. We begin the second quarter. Coronado out of Nevada leading the host, Bentonville Tigers, 12-7. Blair Carey, Derek Ruskin with you, our wonderful crew. Tigers need some offense. How are they going to do that, Derek?
Got to figure out a way to find some soft spots in this Coronado defense, and there just haven't been many of them so far.
Miller goes to the rack, and he's fouled by Connor. And Connor now picks up his second, so foul's starting to be a little bit of an issue for Coronado. Miller knocks that one down. He's got 5 points, had just 5 points last night. So you got Connor and Bartlett both with 2 fouls for the Cougars as Miller knocks down the second. So he's got 6, and it's a 3-point game.
It's a nice play defensively.
Well, Collins couldn't get it across the way. Cunningham, Bartlett. Oh, we had an opening. Now Sullivan back to Bartlett. Pass was too low. Loose ball on the ground, battle for it, and it's like a grease pig out there. Nobody can corral it. Finally, a jump ball as Sullivan and Dearman tie it up. We've seen that happen quite a few times over the weekend, where the ball just like it's covered in oil. Nobody can hang on to it. 11 on the shot clock. Well, no, they'll have to reset it if it's Coronado. No.
I don't know if they were trying to reset it.
Yeah.
They're talking about it. They're going to hold it.
Okay.
There was never a change of possession, I don't believe, is what they decided.
That makes sense. Bartlett. Nice move, kick out. Sullivan, open 3, good.
Wide open for Blake Sullivan out there on the wing.
And the big man with a nice pass. The lead back to 6. Miller in the high post. Collins, he'll try a 3, and that missed everything. Lee getting some extended minutes on the bench. He's kind of the catalyst for this Tiger team. We'll see how long Dick Rippey leaves him over there. Cunningham wants to drive, and they're going to call a moving screen on Stevenson, and that's his second, so he becomes the 3rd Cougar to pick up a 2nd foul.
Well, 2 of them are on the floor with Connor and Bartlett.
Mofi Sam Aladusimo, better known as just Mofi, checks into the ball game for the Tigers, number 0.
3 players on the floor right now for the Cougars with 2 fouls.
Yeah. Jeff Kaufman rolling the dice, trusting his guys.
Well, you would roll the dice if you're from Henderson, Nevada.
Yeah, that's only fitting. Miller lost it momentarily. Bartlett affected that one. Mofi with the follow.
Mofi! Where'd he come from, Blair?
Hello.
Oh.
Mofi announcing his presence, and that gives the Tiger faithful a little mojo. 4-point ball game.
Mofi mojo.
Yeah, the first time they've been able to make some noise tonight. Bartlett. Stevenson calling for it down low. Cunningham wants a screen. 10 on the shot clock. Bartlett. He wants to drive. Bowls over Miller.
That's 3.
And that's 3. Yeah, he's going to have to come out.
How about Miller taking the bump that time for the Bentonville Tigers? He's got a smile on his face, I think, because he knows that's the 3rd foul on Bartlett.
Yeah, that's big.
Yeah, and it looks like he's staying in the game.
Wow, he is. They're going to bring J.C. Brooks off the bench. Give him some size down low. We'll see if the Tigers go after Bartlett in the paint.
Yeah,
Get
you got to
Miller.
Go right at him again.
Yep. Miller wants to. Finds an opening. Look out! Caden Miller says hello. Wow.
2 possessions where the Tigers just explode to the rim. And Coronado needs to talk it over.
Yes, they do. Jeff Kaufman's going to take a timeout. Is it a full or a 30? Going to be a 30, so we'll keep it here. 5:28 to go in the second quarter. Boy, Miller just didn't get opportunities to do that last night.
No.
Got to take advantage of them now, especially with Bartlett with 3 fouls.
Well, and you know he can't afford to reach or grab there to stop him, so that was a big-time play by Miller, and all of a sudden this is a 2-point ball game again as the Tigers are right in the thick of it here in the second quarter.
Yeah, it's not often you see Miller really put it on the floor and drive to the basket, so we'll see if he continues to do that. The junior getting the crowd on its feet here at Tiger Arena. They've got the momentum right now, even though they're down by 2. A little 4-0 run. It's changed the complexion of this ball game.
At that timeout, they got Bartlett out of the game.
Yeah. Stevenson, they're going to get a push. Likely on Collins.
Yeah, I don't think Collins gave him enough space to operate down there.
Foul charge number 2, Xander Collins. That's his first personal foul.
Just the 4th team foul on Bentonville. 10 already on Coronado. Stevenson. Kick out, deep 3. Connor, no. Miller with the rebound.
Connor
Tigers want to run.
Got tangled up after that play, non-call after the shot.
Williams, little floater, won't go. Rebounded by Brooks. Tigers back quickly. And Mofi was moving the feet as Cunningham draws the foul.
Foul charge to 0, Mofi Adasubo.
4:35 to go until halftime. Cougars can tie or take the lead. Or no, I'm sorry, they've got the lead. What am I thinking? They've led the whole way. Tough shot from Stevenson.
Not much Dearman could do right there. He had the arms up, but Stevenson had the advantage.
The lead's 4. Collins leaves
it
for Miller. Yes.
What a pass by Xander Collins. Right there across the lane. Found Miller. Still a 2-point game.
And a nice job by Miller to not try to get fancy and just lay it in. Get the points.
Get the points.
Cunningham, nice little bump for 2. Won't go. Long rebound. Coronado controls. Connor takes it back up top. Stevenson thought about driving, now gets it to Cunningham. He sees an opening, goes into the lane, pull up, won't go. Tipped off a Tiger, Coronado ball.
And they'll have it with a fresh 35. I like the drive there by Cunningham. Didn't try to do anything soft with the ball. That was a jump stop and a quality shot attempt. Just rolled off the rim.
In the corner, Cunningham for three. Got it.
That works too. The three from the corner.
Yeah, that'll work. He's got 5. And the Cougars extend that lead to 5. Miller over Brooks.
How about the half for Caden Miller? Goodness.
He's been big. 3-point game. Taking advantage with Bartlett being out. A little confusion by Coronado what they want to do here. Sullivan trying to find somebody. Cunningham, another 3 on the way. Got it again.
Yeah, Brooks created a little interference there. Lee was late getting over there. And Coach Rip wants to talk it over here.
It'll be a 30, so we'll keep it here. 2:57 to go, 23-17. Coronado hanging around. Bentonville not quite able to put them away.
Yeah, but you're right there. You're not letting them run away from you. You're in a really good spot, I think, right now. And you got to continue to try and make hay with Bartlett on the bench. I don't know if we'll see him again in this half. 2:57 left. Don't know if it's worth the risk, particularly when you have the lead. And there's a lot of basketball to be played.
Yeah, got to find a way to slow Cunningham down. He's starting to heat up with those 2 threes. And, yeah, with Bartlett on the bench, I mean, they're hanging in there, staying close, keeping in striking range.
Bartlett's been big for Coronado, and Caden Miller having a big first half for the Bentonville Tigers in white.
Collins to the dish, up and
Wow, beautiful finger roll, Collins.
Students trying to rally the Tigers. Stevenson thought about it, gave it up. Collins. Cunningham. He's had the hot hand, gets a screen. Tough shot.
Wow.
Oh, he knocks it down.
Nothing Waller can do. He had the hand up. And Cunningham just better on that one. Got to tip your cap.
Yep, he's got 10. Miller.
Great pass.
Mophie. A floater goes. He's got 4 off the bench.
Great minutes here for Mophie. Both ends.
Yep. He's been active. Under 2 to go. Stevenson has to give it back out. Sullivan.
Uh-oh.
Cunningham feeling
Wow.
it. Oh, my goodness. He's got 13. He's been unstoppable. 4 straight baskets for Coronado from Cunningham. And stretch it to 7. Miller against Peter. Goes in, lays it in. He's got 14.
Man.
And Bentonville's doing this with Jalen Lee on the bench. Cunningham. Not this time. What a rebound by Collins. They're going to get Mophie. And that'll be his second.
Well,
he is human.
Both number zeros contesting for that rebound. Big time athleticism. And yeah, breaking news, Cunningham missed.
Wow.
What a player.
Hill inbound. Peter gives it back up to Collins. Cunningham surveys the scene, has a screen there if he wants it. Collins will launch a deep 3. That's off the mark. Dearman with the rebound. Under a minute to go. Collins wants to drive. Nice job by Sullivan. Picks his pocket. looking for assistance. Now goes baseline. Floater goes. Blake Sullivan, nice basket.
Mookie just mistimed the jump that time, or he would have swatted that into the bench.
Stretches the lead to 7. Shot clock's off. 22 to go until halftime. Look at Sullivan, just all over Collins, not giving him any room. He's looking for help. Finally, here comes Dearman up top. Inside, Miller had it, lost it. Mookie goes up. Oh,
nicely
it
done.
gets underneath. And 6 points. Sullivan had it blocked by Collins, and we have reached halftime. Very entertaining first half. Coronado has led the entire way. Bentonville keeps making some little runs. Can't quite pull even, but they're right there.
Every time you try to get the big run, either Bartlett or Cunningham had something to say about it, it seemed like, in that first half for Coronado.
Very entertaining first half. We'll take a break, allow you to do so as well, and we'll return. This is Hoophall South, presented by Walmart.
Welcome to the 2022 Hoophall South Team Announcement Special, presented by Walmart. Let's get right to it and meet the teams that will be showcasing their talents from December 15th through the 17th in Bentonville, Arkansas. The team probably everyone's excited about, Arizona Compass Prep, is absolutely stacked with talent. They feature 5 ESPN 100 players, including senior Mookie Cook, who's headed to Oregon next year, Rayvon Griffith, who's committed to Cincinnati, and Trent Pierce, who will head to Missouri next season. Nearly the entire roster is D1 caliber players, and you won't want to miss the intense, high-flying style that the Dragons play. The hometown Bentonville Tigers will look to defend their home court. 6'8" junior Caden Miller is one of the in-state studs that will be on display. Miller is ESPN's 39th best player in the Southeast region and has drawn a lot of mid-major and Power 5 interest. No one could have or would have predicted Bentonville West High School becoming a nationally respected program after opening in just 2016. Coach Greg White credits a dirt road tough mentality and players who rise to every challenge placed on their schedule. Last season, West High went toe-to-toe with nationally respected Coronado, who's also in the field here, despite not even having a single D1 player on their roster. 2 teams from out west will head to Bentonville for Hoophall South. Coronado from Henderson, Nevada brings the state's 4th best player in junior guard Josiah Cunningham. ESPN has Cunningham as the 46th best player in the West region, and his recruiting process just getting started after a great summer. Will Hoophall South be a coming out party for Josiah? The Bulldogs of Fayetteville High School head to Bentonville with hopes of representing the natural state when they take on Whitney Young from Chicago in their lone game at the end of the first night of action. After going 20-7, the Bulldogs' season ended when fellow Hoophall South team and host Bentonville knocked them off in the Arkansas 6A semifinals. The other West Coast team in Bentonville is Harvard Westlake from Los Angeles. The Wolverines are known for producing next-level athletes such as Major League Baseball pitchers Jack Flaherty, Max Fried, and Lucas Giolito, and NBA rookie Johnny Juzang. This year's senior Brady Dunlap is in the spotlight before he heads to play in South Bend for Mike Bray and Notre Dame next season. The number 1 ranked player in the West joins juniors Robert Hinton and Trent Perry to make Harvard Westlake a must-see team at Hoophall South this year. 5-star junior guard Honor Boateng and the Tigers of Little Rock Central take the short in-state trip to Bentonville. ESPN's 44th ranked junior has rising interest from many SEC schools and recently rose 41 spots to number 13 nationally in the Rivals Class of 2024 rankings. Honor's big year continued when he attended the USA Basketball Men's Junior National Team minicamp in October. Little Rock Christian Academy heads up the mountain to Bentonville to compete against Whitney Young High School out of Chicago. The Warriors are led by junior Landon Blocker and freshman J.J. Andrews, 2 6'5" guards who have multiple SEC offers. Moravian Prep heads over from North Carolina and brings 4-star forward Mayar Wool to Hoophall South. The South Sudanese senior stud committed to the College of Charleston this past year after being ranked 54th in the Southeast region by ESPN. Joining Wool is sophomore guard Eli Ellis, Rivals' 35th best player in the class of 2025. Ellis has 8 college offers, including West Virginia, Virginia Tech, and Ole Miss. Simeon Career Academy out of Chicago heads down south for Hoophall. Senior forward and Loyola Chicago commit Miles Rubin and his brother and frontcourt running mate Wesley will give the Wolverines a post presence. Simeon Academy has been a professional basketball breeding ground as Derrick Rose, Nick Anderson, Taylon Horton-Tucker, Zach Norvell Jr., Jabari Parker, and Kendrick Nunn all helped make Simeon a powerhouse. The Windy City will actually send 2 teams south as the Whitney Young Dolphins head to Bentonville. Princeton commit point guard Dalen Davis and senior shooting guard Daniel Johnson are standouts for Michelle Obama's alma mater. This year will also feature 3 girls teams as Perry High School from Arizona and hometown squads Bentonville High and Bentonville West will lace them up. Bentonville High features guard Ella Campbell, who is ranked 27th in the senior class on Prep Girls Hoops, and guard Abbey Kate Sanders, who's ranked 59th. Bentonville West seniors New Johnson will be another player to watch, as will Perry's forward Camille Pierre, who is ESPN's 87th best player in the 2023 class, and she has committed to Vanderbilt. And finally, here's a look at the full schedule for Thursday through Saturday. And a quick recap of the top players to watch December 15th through the 17th in Bentonville, Arkansas. Three days, 14 teams, 12 games. Expect a whole lot of action at Bentonville High School in mid-December. Tickets are on sale now for each day, so make sure you grab your seats to see some of basketball's future stars. Thanks for watching, and see you in Arkansas.
Bentonville, Arkansas Tiger Arena, Hoophall South, presented by Walmart. 30-25 Coronado over the host Bentonville Tigers. Blair Cartwright, Derek Ruskin with you as we get ready to start the second half. Tigers down 5. What do they do, Derek, to take the lead in this one?
I think you got to keep finding a way to get Miller involved. He's been your best offensive player tonight with 13 points. Maybe you can get Dearman open. He hasn't really gotten any looks at all from the perimeter in that first half. Coronado's taking him away. And just interested to see what happens with Jalen Lee. He came out of the locker room at halftime, and he's wearing the warm-up shirt with his uniform shorts, and he's not going to start the half. And I don't know if he's going to play in the second half, Blair. It doesn't look that way right now anyway.
Yeah, didn't go through warm-ups. A little surprising. He was their leading scorer last night with 17, has not scored in the ball game. Leading scorer for Bentonville is Caden Miller with 14. Mookie off the bench with 6.
Didn't do any warm-ups, just was under the basket rebounding for his teammates during warm-ups at halftime. Really interesting to see this development.
Yes, Josiah Cunningham leads the way with 13 for Coronado. T. Bartlett with 7 points. 3 fouls, though, as he starts the second half, but he has been impactful on both ends.
Well, Mophie's going to start the second half in Lee's place.
So the Tigers going big with Waller, Lee, and Mophie. And they'll let Collins run the show as the point guard, and he's got it, and we are underway. Miller. Cut. Waller off the window, good.
That's perfect execution to start the half there by Bentonville. Miller with the pass, Waller with the finish.
So a 3-point game now. Coronado with Sullivan bringing it across. Tigers in a man-to-man. Bartlett wants it down low. The junior and the sophomore battle in the paint. Look at the hustle.
Great steal.
Waller, Mophie leaves it for Dearman off the window.
Great vision by Mophie to know he had a trailer.
We've got a 1-point game. Bartlett rejected. Waller with the rebound. The Tigers coming out roaring to start quarter number 3. Miller at the high post. Collins trying to go baseline. Sullivan got him with the body. That'll be his second. A little buzz in the arena. It's the Tiger faithful stirring. Tigers looking for their first lead of the ball game. Miller for 3. Off, and Bartlett with the easy rebound. Tigers quickly back on defense. Almost willing to concede that one. Brooks, Bartlett, Sullivan, Stevenson, now Cunningham had the hot hand in the first half. Bartlett on the baseline. Trying to back Miller down, bumps him out of the way. Nice move underneath, wouldn't go. Miller with the rebound. Dearman. Waller, now Miller wants it down low. He's going to try to back Bartlett, now kicks out Mophie. Hesitates, drives in with the left hand, a little too strong. Brooks saves it, but right to Dearman. Contact, window, no.
Yep.
Was that Mophie with the tip?
Yep.
And Mophie's been huge, 8 points off the bench. Did not score last night. And the Tigers with their first lead. And they've scored the first 6 points of this one. And the chance to extend it here. Collins leaves it. Unbelievable. Waller lays it in.
Bentonville really executing at a high level half court offensively right now. Excellent passing and angles right there by the Tigers, and they've taken the lead.
They've got the energy going. What do the Cougars do to amp their energy back?
Well, they need Cunningham or Bartlett to do something.
That's Bartlett at the top of the key for three. A little strong. Mookie with the rebound. Controls, gets it over to Collins.
Not sure if that's what they wanted from Bartlett right there.
Collins with the left hand. A little reverse lay-in.
Coronado may want a timeout, and indeed they'll take one. What a run to start this third quarter by the Bentonville Tigers.
10-0. 10-0 run. It's going to be a 30, so we'll keep it here. But, man, what have the Tigers done, Derek, to ignite this 10-0 run?
I mean, they're just executing really well right now. Everything is sharp and crisp. In that first half, we saw, you know, some kind of lackadaisical passing, and Coronado was able to take advantage of that. But Bentonville's been really sharp here, Blair, in the first 3 minutes of this third quarter, offensively.
Need to get Bartlett some touches.
Yeah. Not sure if you want him at the top of the key, but, yeah, get him involved. He had that one move down there a moment ago. Miller was right there defending well, forced him to the baseline. Bartlett still found a way to get a shot up. It just didn't roll in for him.
So the game started all Coronado, and the second half starts all Bentonville. Cunningham cut off. Now Sullivan for three in the corner. That hit the side of the goal. While Mookie had the rebound, now Collins comes away with it.
One and done there for Coronado.
Yep. Miller couldn't corral it.
They had
Brooks.
two more if Miller could have caught that cleanly.
Bartlett wants to drive.
Look
Hangs
at that.
in the air and draws contact
Are
and
you
lays
serious?
it in. That's a 6'11 sophomore, folks. Wow.
So many moves he's got there at the rim at his age.
Great footwork.
What a player.
What footwork to tightrope on the baseline like that. So a three-point play. This could cut it to a two-point margin. Missed it. Waller with the rebound. Miller staying pretty much on that high post. Collins thought about it, loses the handle, and that's because he was fouled by Connor, and that'll be Connor's third.
It's his third personal foul.
I don't think has Cunningham scored here in the third quarter yet?
No, he has not. After 13 in the first half. 11 of those in the second quarter. Mookie. Oh, didn't quite have the magic touch on that one. Cunningham. Bartlett. Baseline, wants to back down Miller. Oh, that's
man.
a charge.
Yep. All day.
Yeah, because he raised the elbow. If he doesn't raise the elbow, he doesn't get called, but that's his fourth. That is huge.
And again, Caden Miller stands in there and takes the blow.
Man, a shot.
Bartlett staying out there for now with four
Wow.
fouls.
It's Collins making his way, but yeah, Bartlett's got to go in there. So you think Bentonville's going to attack here. Collins for three.
Ooh.
That's Air City. Mookie
Wow.
off the tip from Waller, and he's got 10.
The Mookie game.
Wow.
What a performance.
Coming out party. Cunningham, well, what's going on? Not sure what happened here. Oh.
A warning?
No.
Maybe.
Well.
I think it was a bench warning, I think, on Coronado, maybe. They didn't tee him up.
No.
And I think the
Were they
official
supposed
said
to stop it after the basket and let him in? I don't know. We've seen that happen a few times. Who knows? Oh, and a miscommunication. I thought Simmis was going to cut to the baseline. He didn't. And Connor's pass goes right into the Coronado bench. Boy, it's just kind of a snowball effect right now.
Yeah. Yep.
Collins, 1-on-3, kicks it out. Miller. No. Ooh, Waller. He got him popped in the face. Cougars have to wait for help. Connor drives. That was blocked by Miller. Mophie.
Numbers.
Takes it.
Oh,
wow.
Oh, my goodness.
He's got 12. And the lead is 7. Underneath,
wow.
Tough one, wouldn't go for Brooks. And they're going to get Waller.
Yeah, Waller, yeah.
Mophie Sam Aladusimo has been an impact off the bench. 12 points.
Waller wasn't quite sure of his assignment there on that inbound.
Yeah. Open look, no good. Mophie fouled on the rebound. And everything is going Bentonville's way.
And another one-and-done trip there for Coronado. What do they have, 2 points in the quarter?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's it. It's been all Bentonville. 14-2 in this quarter. Oh, contact. Stearman hits the deck. Simius almost walked. Deep three from Brooks. Maybe not the shot they wanted. Collins to the lane. That's an easy block for Brooks. Dearman wanting.
Well, Coronado's got to get dialed back in on the defensive end. And maybe try and ignite something on the offensive end, but Bentonville is doing whatever they want right now offensively.
Bentonville's going to take a timeout. It's going to be a full. We'll take it with them. 1:41 to go, third quarter. Tigers at home and up by 7 here at Hoophall South, presented by Walmart. Tiger basketball up 7, just under 1:40 to go, third quarter. Lead for Waller, couldn't handle it, and Stevenson comes away with it for Coronado. Trying to get something going. They've been outscored in this quarter, 14-2. Oh, and an easy steal for Collins. Contact, couldn't get it to go, but it is just gone that way for Bentonville in this quarter.
Simius with the foul there. This Bentonville team is about as sharp as they could be here in this third quarter of play.
The way it's gone, I'm kind of surprised Collins' attempt didn't go in. Everything has bounced their way.
Except that free throw.
You accept that free throw. Yeah.
Whoops.
One more for the 5'11 senior. That one's good. He's got 5, and the lead is 8. As we enter the final 70 seconds of the third quarter. It's been all Tigers in quarter number 3. Coronado led the entire first half. Cunningham Ooh, almost turned it over. Now needing help. Connor, kick out. Brooks for three, won't go. Oh, Stevenson was there for the rebound. The putback is short. Tap from Brooks to Stevenson. Now Cunningham says, give me a screen.
Mistimed that leap. He might have had a follow slam.
Look, it's Cunningham drive to the basket, and that's going to be on Miller. That'll be Caden's second. Cunningham has not scored in this second half. Bartlett's the only one that scored for the Cougars. Cunningham had 13 in the first half.
And remember, they've got Bartlett on the bench with 4 fouls.
Well, the sound effect went before he even shot it, so did they know something? If so, I want that person to buy me a lottery ticket tonight.
We're living in the simulation.
Yes.
Where the sound effect happened before the made
of course,
free throw.
They're from the Vegas area. They're used to that sound, right?
Right.
Not the first time they've heard that. Cunningham with 15. And the lead is 6. And now here comes the pressure, causes a turnover.
That's how they get back in it right here with the defense.
Yep, the Cougars with an opportunity to cut further in the lead. Shot clock's off if they want to hold it for 1. That would appear what Jeff Kaufman wants them to do. Simeus just dribbles it. Now they'll get it into the hands of Cunningham. Let him operate with 10 seconds to go. Miller comes out. Cunningham wants to drive for 3. Tough shot, wouldn't go. Murphy with the rebound, and we're going to have a jump ball as folks hit the deck.
The clock ran out, and it looks like they're going to call at the end of the quarter.
Okay. Thought that might put some time back, but okay.
Coach Rip wants some time, I think.
Yeah. All right, so that's the end of 3. Tigers up by 6. Back for the final 8 here at Hoophall South in Bentonville after this message. Final quarter of the final game of Hoophall South scheduled to begin. We had 6 games today, 4 on Friday, 3 on Saturday. That's 13, right? My math's shaky.
Yes,
to say the least.
That's 13.
Yeah. It's been a phenomenal Hoophall South. Year 2 here in Bentonville. Congratulations to Scott Passmore and everybody with Bentonville Athletics. Phenomenal job. The folks at West and BHS combining to put on a phenomenal Showcase Invitational. Still work to be done. Coronado trying to get back in this. Cunningham to the basket. He's fouled. And free throws coming for the junior.
I like the idea there for Cunningham. Jumper's not falling, try and get to the basket and get to the free throw line.
He's got 15 to lead all scorers. Miller, the leading scorer for Bentonville with 14, has not scored in the second half. Cunningham easily knocking down that one. One more. Got them both, despite the attempted distraction from one of the Bentonville students. And a 4-point ball game. And the pressure from the Cougars.
Yeah, they're turning it up now.
Yep. Tigers a little fit, just got it across. Dearman back out to Collins.
Got to remember, Tigers without maybe their best ball handler, Jalen Lee. Looks like he's unavailable for this second half.
Miller. Dearman. Ooh, dangerous spot to get trapped. Brooks almost knocked it loose. Miller might have traveled, got away with it. Battle for the rebound. We've got a foul on.
I think it's on Coronado.
Yep.
Nope. They give it to Waller.
Ooh, that's number 3 on Aiden Waller. And both teams now with 5 team fouls, so free throws could loom very important. The clock's got to start. Hello. Yeah, there we go. And 7:01, and they'll have to inbound again. Not sure.
You know,
Yeah.
not to go curmudgeon, but all this scoreboard stuff is wireless now.
Yeah.
And when we plugged everything in the old days, it usually always worked.
Yes.
Just saying.
No, I agree. Cunningham, tough shot, wouldn't go. Loose rebound. Dearman's got it. Collins. Waller was all alone. They never saw him. Miller in the high post. Brooks guards him, and now Stevenson a little aggressive.
Oh, he grabbed him.
Yeah. That's his 3rd. That's the 6th team foul. Next one puts Tigers at the line for the 1-1.
Both teams near that 1-1. Free throw shooting is going to be crucial over this final 6:35.
Bentonville much better at the line tonight than they were last night against West. Collins. Season opening, and they're going to call Miller for an illegal screen, moving screen. And that's going to be his 3rd foul, and that is 6 on the Tigers. So we're going to have some free throw shooting before this one is over.
You know, as problematic as Coronado's been offensively, they're still only down 4.
Connor to the baseline, yes.
Great take by Connor. Tigers hustle back.
4-0 run for Coronado. Miller, short, but he was fouled.
Yep.
Who are they going to get it on?
Yeah, got him on the wrist.
And they're going to give that one to Connor, and that's going to be his 4th.
Wow. Connor's got 4. Bartlett's on the bench with 4. Let's see when Coronado throws that lever to get Bartlett back in the game with those 4 fouls. So far, he's still on the bench.
Yeah, they're going to leave Connor in there. It would appear Miller knocks down another free throw. He's got 15. That's his first point of the second half. Got them both. He's got 16. The lead back to 4. Stevenson. Connor came up with the screen. Or that was Brooks, rather. Didn't need it. Waller, or Mophie almost knocked that one loose. Brooks for 3. No. Cunningham tried to tip it in. Are they going to get him for being over the back?
Looks that way.
Yeah.
Should be a 1-1.
That's just his first. Just his first. Yep. And that'll put Mophie at the line for the 1-1, as you noted. 5:42 to go. Tigers will concede the rebound, though. Mophie knocks it down. So is that faith in your teammate, or you just don't want to prevent a transition basket?
Well,
or a little of both?
Of course, it's faith in that he's going to make them.
Yeah. Missed that one. Easy rebound for Brooks. The Tigers get set defensively. Here come the Cougars. Simius. Cunningham from the top of the key, no good. Mookie with the rebound. And now trying to get tied up, and he is tied up by Simius.
Bentonville's got the arrow, though.
Yep, Tiger fans can't believe it, but you got to come back and help the big man to the rebound. There wasn't anybody for him to dish to.
Yeah, he needed a guard in the worst kind of way there. He's going to get a break right now.
Yeah, Williams checks in for Mookie. 5:19 to go. Collins picked up his dribble, got it to Dearman. Spins around, dangerous pass. Williams came away with it. Waller inside, fouled by Brooks, and he's got 2 shots coming. The official having a word with Mr. Cunningham. So Waller with 2 free throws coming and drains the first. Bentonville much better at the line tonight.
Well, you got to take advantage. You get free throws in a close game, and they've got it up to 6 right now with the lead.
Yep. Something they weren't able to do last night. Mookie checks back in. Williams checks out. The senior knocks that one down. He's got 6. The lead is 7. Just over 5 minutes to go. Oh, Brooks almost lost it, corralled it. Stevenson to the basket.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
He's hobbled a little bit. Had tweaked an ankle on that drive.
He's got 7.
Trying to play through it, though.
Yep. Brooks knocked it loose. Dearman tracks it back down. Now they get into the hands of Collins. 15 on the shot clock. He wants to drive. And got it to go. Somehow out of the reach of Brooks, and the lead's back to 7. Cunningham looking to answer. Too strong. Miller rebounds. And here comes Mr. Bartlett making his way to the scores table. Miller, too strong. Brooks has it. Kaufman telling him, come on, let's go. Cunningham open for 3. That's off the mark. Waller with the rebound.
Would have been big if Cunningham could have made that.
Oh, huge. Miller put it on the deck, knocked away by Stevenson, and that's going to be a dead ball, and that's going to allow Bartlett to get back in the ball game.
The reason I say that is because it would have been a 4-point game, and then Bartlett coming in a 4-point game. Instead, he's in a 7-point game, 3-possession game now.
Brooks comes out. Bartlett playing with 4 fouls. He's going to want it in the post, calling for it now. Miller on his hip. Sullivan doesn't give it to him, though. Calls it again. There he gets it, and Miller steals it away.
That's a smart play by Miller. He knew it was coming in there and just stole the pass.
Collins had Dearman in the corner. Now he gets it to him. Dearman, pass inside. Miller slams it home.
Just like they started the half, Blair, with some excellent passing and an easy finish.
The lead is 9. They're trying to track the ball down. Now they'll inbound it. 3:10 to go. Tigers looking to go 2-1 here at Hoophall. Cunningham for 3. That's short. Mookie with the rebound. He wants to trigger a break. Leaves it for Dearman. Miller puts it on the deck. He wants to drive. Bumped into Sullivan. Now Dearman for 3. That's off the mark. Miller, what a follow.
Flying in there. Great awareness by Miller. Got the rebound of the stick back, and the Tigers are feeling good, up 11 with 2:41 left.
Coronado taking a full timeout. We'll take it with them. 2:41 to go. Tigers by 11. We'll return to Bentonville after this. Hometown Tigers up by 11 with 2:41 to go. The Cougars probably have another run in them. What do they need to do, Derek, to get back into this ball game?
Well, earlier on, the impact was being made by Cunningham and by Bartlett, but the Tigers have limited them in the second half.
Bartlett playing with 3 fouls. Cunningham off the window, nifty move, and Coronado's going to take a timeout.
That's one way to do it. Get a quick bucket. A timeout is Coronado trying to extend this game out.
Yep, 19 points for Cunningham. Full timeout. We'll just keep it here, though, since we just came out of a timeout. 2:33 to go. 9-point lead. Again, I'm not great with math.
I mess that up every time, too. 9 or 11, 11 or 9.
Yeah, so it's a single-digit lead. I mean, so Coronado's within striking distance, and as we've seen, they can get hot quickly, and they still have not gotten Bartlett involved since he has re-entered the ball game with the 4 fouls.
3-score game, a lot of time left, and, you know, Bentonville doesn't really like to slow it down necessarily, so they have to do something that's not really comfortable to them to try and, you know, help secure this lead.
Yeah, that can be good and bad.
Yeah. Coronado's so active defensively.
Yeah.
You got to be thinking they're going to be going for steals, and well, they're going to start with a press right here.
Both teams are in the bonus. Bentonville's in the double bonus, and yeah, they're going to set up the press off that timeout. We'll see how the Tigers can handle it. Collins, their best ball handler on the floor. And they get it to Miller. Gets it ahead to Collins. Got to get it across the timeline. Just does. Dearman. Tigers want to slow it down. Here comes the trap. Dearman needs help. Williams for 3, won't go. Long rebound, and it's off of Collins of Coronado.
Coronado really aggressive defensively, gambling. Bentonville may get some more open looks from 3, just like they got right there.
Gonna have to knock him down, though, as Williams will inbound with 2:13 to go. New shot clock. They can milk some more time. They can take it easily under 2 minutes. Oh, almost a dangerous pass. Miller somehow came away with it.
Went right through Collins' arms.
Xander Collins. Over Johnny Collins. Now Dearman. Back to Collins. 2 minutes to go. Dearman open for 3. Couldn't get it to go. Loose rebound. Dearman comes away with it. Little hook is good.
Dearman struggled shooting, but it's got to feel good there to get the rebound and a big putback.
Cunningham to the 10.
Nice take by Cunningham.
He's got 21 and a foul in the backcourt.
Should be double bonus.
Yep. Connor has just fouled out of the ball game with 2 points. No, I take that back. He's got 5. Shorted him 3. Sullivan will come back in. Collins. Just rattles it home.
I mean, you're going to win tight ball games at the free throw line. It's going to come up more often than not in conference play. And that grind of a schedule in January and February. And right now, Bentonville's hitting the free throws to try and salt away a win.
11-point lead. 92 seconds to go. Cunningham thought about it. And they're going to get Waller with the body.
Little small change on the perimeter.
But stops the clock for a 1-and-1. So Cunningham can get it back down to single digits. If he can hit both, that would also allow him to set up the press.
Yes, it would.
First things first, he's got to hit the first one. Ooh, well short.
Yeah.
Collins. And in the backcourt, it'll be on Stevenson, and that's number 4 on him. That's where being in the double bonus is huge for Bentonville. They can kind of put this away at the line if they make their shots. Collins now in double figures with 10. Bentonville in a really good spot right now.
Oh, absolutely.
This would be big. Oh, he couldn't get it. 12-point margin, so it's a 4-possession game.
I got to do something quick.
Yep. And this is not quick. Simius. Sullivan for 3. That's well short. Mookie with the rebound. Quickly over to Collins. Now he's double teamed. Needs help. Waller. And that's a bump by Johnny Collins. And that'll put Aiden Waller at the line for a pair with exactly 60 seconds to go.
You know, the thing about this second half is you can't really pinpoint a moment where Coronado had an opportunity to try and get closer or retake the lead. Bentonville has really been in control in this entire second half.
Yep, and they've made their free throws, which has been huge. With that run in the third quarter, well, they just dominated the third quarter, and that really kind of swung it all. Under a minute to go. Simius hits the deck hard. Certainly hope he's all right as he gets helped up. Xander Collins picks up the foul, so Simius goes to the line for a 1-and-1. And did they say it was in the act of shooting? Not sure, no.
Yep, 2 shots.
2 shots, okay, he was. Off the back iron. One more. Got the second, but it might be too little too late.
Yeah. 12-point game, less than a minute.
Yeah, going to be tough. Going to have to get an instantaneous steal. Well, Simius does that. And can't get it to go. Battle. Sullivan comes away with it, goes up strong. Got the basket. Hold on.
Got it to 10.
They're not done yet.
Unlike in college and the pros, the clock keeps moving after a made basket in high school.
They've got numbers. Waller, and that one got airmailed by Miller with 32.1 to go. Still going to be a tough ask.
Well, Dearman's in some discomfort headed to the bench.
Yes, he is. As Mookie checks in. Coronado's got to go quickly. Sullivan drives. Floater goes. Comes the pressure. Oh, foul by Collins on Mookie.
I'll give Coronado credit. They haven't folded their tent. Cut this to a 7-point game, but it's just so hard when you're down multiple scores in the high school game when that clock doesn't stop on the made baskets like it does in college or in the NBA.
It makes a huge difference. A little 5-0 run here by the Cougars. Mookie, though, with 2. Ooh, leaves that one short. It's unlikely, but still possible. Got the second. Bentonville will back off. Now here comes some token pressure.
Need a 3.
Cunningham deep.
Nope.
Oh, Mookie goes flying out of bounds. And we're going to get Simius with a push. His fourth. Yeah, that one was probably shot from the Missouri State line. And
well, Mofe doesn't believe in don't stand in the ice water. He's been standing at the line for a good 15 seconds before everyone else is lined up.
First of two.
It worked.
Yeah, nothing to it. He's got 15 off the bench. It's been huge for the Tigers tonight.
You could just see the confidence building with him throughout the game. It's fun to watch.
Missed that one. 9-point game. Not going to be enough time.
Don't foul if you're Bentonville.
No. Sullivan leaves it. Simius for three. No. Follow. And that's going to be the horn. And that's the ball game. Is Bentonville victorious. 59-50. Leading scorer was Caden Miller with 20. Mookie with 15 off the bench. Collins with 11. Waller with 6. Dearman with 4. Williams with 3. For Coronado, Cunningham led the way with 21. Bartlett with 9. Stevenson with 7. Sullivan with 9. So Bentonville goes 2-1. Coronado goes 1-2. That brings Hoophall South to a close. Derek, your thoughts on this game and the entire Hoophall South?
Well, it was a good win for Bentonville to end on a bright note with this final game of the Invitational. And Hoophall South, we've seen a lot of great basketball over the last 3 days. Some talented players, some known, some that maybe are the stars of tomorrow when you talk about college and high school recruiting. And it's a great event, and it's put on real nicely here at Bentonville and earlier in the year at Bentonville West as well.
Yep, phenomenal job. Thanks to our great crew for all their hard work this week. For Derek Ruskin, I'm Blair Cartwright. We will bid you adieu from Fayetteville, Arkansas. Good night as the Tigers victorious 59-50.